is not drivable.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Average Guy DIY, and we're going to do a granny update today. Before we get started today, if you guys would do a huge favor for me and the channel and just go down there and hit that like and subscribe button. We took the car to turbo connection when we installed the new Mustang GT motor in Granny, and they did a tune on it and tightened everything up. I had hoses wrong, vacuum hoses and all kinds of shit that was a little wrong, but he fixed it all for us. Car ran perfectly until two things happened. Number one, on the way home from driving from Illinois back to St. Charles, Missouri, I hit a fucking pothole in St. Charles. I was less than 5 minutes from home. It destroyed my rims. Check this out.
I am goddamn 10 minutes from home, and I just hit a pothole on the highway. My fucking tire is done. Fuck.
Number two, Jim tells me there's a slight oil leak, right? And we think it's the oil pan gaskets that are bad. I used a cork one. So I took it to the shop. It's right next to my house. After I changed out the rims, and come to find out, it's not the oil pan gasket, it's the rear main seal. Check this out. It is pouring out now. So there's no driving this car. The car hasn't been driven since I got it back in February or March, because I was going to take it to Jim and I was going to pay him, and I just kept on thinking I can try this myself. I can try this, and I was scared. So here I am, I'm doing it. I'm gonna try it. I'm an average guy. I'm gonna see if I can fix this. If not, I'll take it to Jim at Turbo Connection and he'll fix it. And I'll learn how to do it. Whatever. But today I try it on my own. Gotta take the exhaust off the engine with that bolt there, and we'll show you the rest when we get there. Alright, we got those two bolts off the exhaust. We're gonna do the other side the exact same way, but we're also gonna bag up and label everything as we go. Now I got all these bolts off the front of this exhaust here. Now I should be able to just pull this exhaust straight down almost. Probably gonna land on top. I mean, that's okay though. Got it partially off here. Oh, the transmission's in the way. Fuck yeah, transmission's definitely in the way. And in order to pull the transmission, oh shit, this got difficult. Alright, so what we got going, why the exhaust won't come out, is because, let me get my arm up in there, right up in here, right there, okay, there we go, right here, we got that starter bolt for the starter, it's banging up against the exhaust here, so we gotta get that starter out first. Now that we've got our starter out, goes right there, we gotta take this bolt out here, and this one, and take this plate off. Taking a little break because here's where we're at with the car. I can't get the exhaust drop down because we're stuck on the bell housing. Can't wiggle it one side or the other to get it around the bell housing, and we're off by like 1/8 of an inch. Can't get the drive shaft off because I don't have the 12mm 12-point socket, but we're going to solve that. But you can't take the drive shaft off without dropping the exhaust. So we can't get the exhaust off without dropping the bell housing as of right now. So we can't really do anything but unbolt the drive shaft and hopefully get it to wiggle back enough to drop it out. If I can get the drive shaft out without moving the exhaust, then I'll be okay, because I'll be able to drop the transmission straight through the middle of the exhaust and back up through the middle of the exhaust. So hopefully we can get this drive shaft out. So I thought if I pulled this off, it would give me enough room. I'm short like 1/8 of an inch still, that I can't get it around the bell housing. Might not have to drop the exhaust because I got the drive shaft down.
Yeah. We came down here and we took the 4 bolts out of the drive shaft. It's hanging down. It'll go back. So I don't think
I'm gonna have to drop the exhaust. I should be able to get enough clearance though to drop the transmission. Making some progress. Got these cross member bolts out. Now I gotta unbolt the cross member from the transmission, but I'm gonna let it sit there so it holds up the transmission until I get the jack under the transmission. So we're basically almost there. We gotta take out the transmission lines over here, but that's dripping up there. We get the transmission linkage off the other side. We're trying to get the transmission unbolted from this cross member here. This bolt right here is stripped or rounded off, and I can't get it off. We've got these guys We're gonna try it with this first. We can't get that bolt off the vice grips. It's just stripping it more. Harbor Freight doesn't open until 9. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take off the transmission linkage, cooling lines on the other side. This thing all prepped up and ready to come out because we need to go get a tool to get that bolt out. Fuck. Now we gotta get these cooling lines off. The only bolts after this are the 6 that connect to the engine, and those are easy, I hope. Oh my god, I got it off. So I was trying to use this socket here and it wouldn't come off. It's a long one, 15 millimeter. So I was like, before I run to the hardware store, let me just try this smaller one. And by damn it, it fit on there and it got it off without slipping first try. Holy shit, sometimes just use a different 15 millimeter socket. We got the transmission all the way dropped out. Get to the oil leak just yet because once we get up in here, I can show you. Boom. So we had mobile mechanic beat the fuck out of this thing, and it's all tore to shit. But check this out. The flex plate is stuck on there now because there's a little lip all the way around this fucking thing. You can't really see it. There's a lip. I can put my finger on it right there, where the crankshaft has rolled over where he was hammering on it. We got some solutions for this town car. Through talking to several people, we got an idea of what we're going to try to do to get this flex plate off. We're going to use this handy dandy file to file down very little bit of a time until that flex plate just falls off.
Fuck yes, I fucking did it. Look, there is our rear main seal. Fuck yeah.
What we used is 2-piece rear main seal, and the problem was I didn't RTV any of this. I didn't put RTV on those corners, and then I didn't clock it 1/4 from where the oil pan and the block line up. And then I also didn't put RTV around the outside of it. We're going to eliminate all of that by putting in a 1-piece gasket. We got our new seal here, 1 piece instead of 2. We got some lubricant, some RTV, got a little drill bit, some WD-40 and a rag. What we're gonna do is we're gonna clean that hole where this thing goes to make sure it's nice and clean, nice and dry. Then we're gonna install this thing by putting a thin layer of engine lube on the inside of the ring and a thin layer of RTV on the outside of the ring.
Oh yeah, we have success, baby.
Yes, sir.